Would you do long distance relation?
Hell no. I wouldn't even do. If I don't see you 3-4 times, when I was dating, I don't see you 3-4 times a week. How can you come back to Nigeria because of love? Do you see what's happening here?
Yeah.
Do you know how much Payne's bucket of Rodo is now? Are you joking?
Have you ever felt guilty for doing something to somebody you dated, but you knew you had to do it?
No.
First of all, let me tell you, Gbemi the wicked girl.
I'm not a wicked girl. I'm actually a lover.
So cheating is not a deal breaker for you?
It depends on the situation, and I believe in revenge. So. And then when you want to revenge in situations like that, you don't just revenge just anybody. Find the person's mentor or something.
Hi everybody, welcome to Dear Ife. On this segment, you already know our community members send us stories, right? And they say, share with the community. I need to know what they think. It's important to know that, when you share your stories and other people can relate to it, it feels like a safe space, gives you a sense of belonging. That's how people share their stories. And so I always bring guests on this segment of Dear Ife, and I bring people who I know that they're not afraid to speak their minds. You understand? They will say it as they're thinking it. They don't, if you like, bring the bass, they will give you back, and I have this kind of people on this show. For example, Madam Gbemi is here. We all know Gbemi is the queen of questions on Twitter, queen of scenarios on Twitter, and queen of our own opinions, and I really love it. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
When you read dank stories, how do you feel about these stories that community members send in?
Deep sigh. Deep sigh, like people are going through a lot.
Yes.
People are going through a lot, and I'm just like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then some of them, I'm just like, why are you asking questions? You know what to do.
Do you really think people know what to do when they send it?
I think they have an inkling of what to do. Maybe they're just need extra courage to do what it is that they're meant to do, because it's not always easy, to do something to get yourself out of a difficult situation. So yeah, they have an inkling.
They have an inkling, but when people, it's like you need that push.
Exactly.
Tell me it's okay.
Exactly.
What's the craziest story you've seen on Dank?
Oh my goodness, this is not fair. There's so many stories. There's so crazy. I love the ones where a wife or a guy comes and then the partner comes, and then they call. Like I think was it not the person? The last one I read was, gosh, I think it had to do with.
The one that said they had a brief sting.
Oh, yes. Yes. His use of language was quite interesting. I had a brief moment of indiscretion.
Or something
like that, and then she decided to do back out or something. I'm just like,
brief moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the story. So what happened was the guy married a lady, and they told the lady, don't work. Remember? Mm-hmm. And she agreed not to work. Mm-hmm. And then in the process of not working, this man went to have a brief sting. With another working.
Those were his words. With somebody in his office or something like that.
Somebody in his office. Mm-hmm. And then she dusted herself and started doing business and went back to LBS. And he reported her to Dank committee and said, if as a woman, is it good for a woman to say something and then go back on it?
Nobody asked you to have a brief sting or a long sting or whatever the heck. I don't know.
She knew it wasn't trustworthy. She said, this man.
First of all, why did she even agree in the first place? But, different people.
Because she mentioned she was unhappy, if you remember the story.
Let me not say could never be me, but I would most likely not do such.
You sure? Never ever?
Say what, that I should,
work?
No, even if you're Dangote.
Bill Gates.
No, those are the people that will even show you pepper. No.
Why would they show you pepper? Why is it Bill Gates?
You're used to just waking up, being a lady of leisure, telling the staff to do this, do that. Mm-hmm. You go for lunch, you come back, you go to one charity, and then one day, because he's not happy with you, he will just cut off all your allowance, and then you are just there.
But the good thing about those ones is you can't cut off allowance. You must collect something.
Fair.
You must collect. That's a good thing. It's poor Nigerian men that say. It's not. Let me tell you something. Something I realized about Nigerian men. Even the rich ones, they don't pay any money.
Oh no, there's no such thing. Like
if the court says pay, they will not pay.
What are the consequences?
No consequence.
Nothing.
But that's why it's
In the US,
Bill Gates and
they
Elon Musk.
bundle you with. If you don't pay your child support or alimony, you go to jail.
Yes, definitely go to jail. Definitely go to jail. So that's what I'm saying. So I don't think you lose out if you decide, oh, I don't want to work, and you're married to those kind of people. You get something.
Find something doing, no. Find something doing. Don't say because find something doing. Okay.
Is it okay?
It's true because you just
said okay
like it's just. I mean, so wait. So let's say for example now the allowance is a little late. Oh babe, but I wanted to go do my hair and my nails and you have not sent the allowance yet. How juvenile.
But how much are you collecting? You're still collecting money for hair. How much allowance that you cannot use? You've not saved enough to go and make your own hair, and you're still asking for a hair allowance. Are people like that who ask for hair allowance, like in real life?
Yes. No. I don't care what class you are in, whether you are very rich or whether you are just all right, or whether you are poor, whatever it is you want to classify yourself as. Please do not allow someone tell you, you stay at home and take care of the home front and blah 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 blah. Papata say this that I should work. But I just don't. Please.
Let's just walk.
Let's just do some work. If this person should die, uncle, and there's nothing in the will, or they hide the will, what's gonna happen to you?
That happens a lot. Yeah, so she dusted herself up, and that was a lot. Because actually, she wrote back in and said, "Yes, I did that," and the sisterhood was like,
absolutely.
This is our hand that day.
Yeah,
we're so happy for her.
I mean, but yes, I think the beauty of these stories is that sometimes you read in the comment section and there's some people that you're just like, is everything okay at home? Wow. You really sat down and thought that this was okay to write. There's some takes that I'm just like,
yes,
what? Yeah,
there are definitely people like that, and sometimes you find that they are speaking from their own experiences because they don't know better, or maybe that's what they have chosen to do.
Exactly.
They feel like,
so I'm just like, so it also allows you see people's perspectives, it allows you point out some things that you might not even think about, and then you just also remember that there's some people that think in funny ways.
In fact, it's funny ways of saying it kindly.
Kindness is
my cup of tea. Okay. Now, talking about kindness, we always take a pledge here.
Okay.
Before we start, so let's go. I, Ifedayo
Gbemi,
promise to be kind, truthful, and not ask Ife who sent in the story.
And not ask Ife who sent in the story.
Thank you very much.
People ask you who sent in the story.
Ife, that sounds like my colleague.
Wow.
Ife, is it? No, you don't say anything. Just say, is it the person working in Zenith Bank? I'm like,
no, but she can't tell you now.
Do you understand? Like, this like confidentiality is at watch where like I would never, because at the end of the day, except some people would say, if I don't care, put my name out there. That's fine. But I always caution them. The world is a crazy place.
Yeah.
The moment I put your name out there, even though you don't care, people, when they come for you, it may affect you. And you don't know what you can take.
Absolutely.
Some of us like this, we're used to the...
Alright. I don't hesitate to. Once you start doing one, I just block you.
Exactly. Do you understand? But when you've not received that kind of attention and then put your name out there, so I always, are you sure? So I try to talk people away from that, but some people insist, and so. But we make sure that our stories are as confidential as possible. Let's get to today's story, because today's story is giving me life apples.
Oh, okay.
That kind of, how. Now you don't even know where to stand on this one.
Yeah, read it.
Oh, yes. Are you in a hurry?
No, I want to hear the gist.
Drink something.
I want to hear the gist. I'll drink something, but
let's go. Hello, Ife. As a woman, I need you to please tell me what I have done wrong in this situation. So we already know it's a man writing in. I dated a lady for 5 years in which she had an abortion for me 6 times in the relationship.
Continue.
You know what? How can I not see Gbemi's my corner eye? How can I not look at her?
6 times.
Yeah.
She's fertile. Wow. Hey.
I wasn't ready for a child then. Even she never gave me a choice, because anytime she gets pregnant, she just tells me she's going to go ahead and take it out. So which means both of us knew it wasn't the right time. I was already giving caveat.
Why were you having sex then? Why didn't you use protection then? I mean, I hear 1 time, 6 times.
All through our relationship, I was trying to move to Canada, and I was doing courses to qualify to get a job here. By here, it means Canada. I studied IT, by the way, and I'm very good at it. When I finally got a job offer for Canada and I had to leave, the girlfriend, said we should try and get pregnant so that she can come and have the child in Canada. I agreed, but the pregnancy did not happen at all. When I got to Canada, I settled in, and then I told her to apply for visa. She got rejected twice, only for us to find out that she had used fake documents to apply to Canada in the past. So it seems she had been blacklisted unknown to her. Yeah. I told her to apply to the USA, and I can try and move there if she gets the visa. Then we can see how we can make things work. All these processes took 2 years, and she still did not get the US visa. Things just felt very difficult. So I told her we should break things up. Because I was ready to start a family, that's why I was desperate to move to the US with her. But since things are not working out, I would like to move on with my life. Then the blackmail started. She said she did abortion for me, stood by me in my trying times, helped me financially when I was down, etc. I begged her that I don't have a choice at this point. Next thing, she called me on video call, stripped herself naked, and started cursing me and mentioning everything we have been through together.
Nothing will happen.
She said, is that how I would have moved on if she had gotten pregnant before I left? To be honest, I was scared that her not getting pregnant would have affected her womb. So that is another reason I'm also moving on. She refused to use condoms. Even when I used, she removed the condoms. So why blame just me in this situation? I feel bad, and at this point I told her, let's resume the relationship. I don't want a woman's curse, but I feel trapped.
Nothing will happen.
How do I move on without hurting her? I have to choose myself, but I don't want to hurt her.
So he wants to continue the relationship out of pity or what? Or because out of fear? They say because she stood, them people have stood naked and cursed somebody and nothing happened to the person.
So you don't believe curses?
Nothing will happen to you.
Naked woman curse.
Well, if you like,
all those curses.
If you like, roll on the floor. If you like, sprinkle salt. If you like, pop and but like put feather. Nothing will happen to you. I beg. I mean, it's a very unfortunate situation, but I mean, 6 abortions. 6 abortions. Come on, man.
Do you feel like when people say this is like, oh, I had 6 abortions, it could never be a mistake, no? Like, is it that they don't care? They don't care. Let me be having the abortions.
I don't know what she was thinking. Now, I mean, he did mention, right, already, when you were reading, that was already like, what about not using protection? And then he mentioned that, she would remove the condom, this and that. Then he also could say, I'm not going to have sex with you unless you are going to act responsibly. I mean, come on now.
I don't think it's on her, Sha, in my opinion. I think it's on her alone.
Oh, no, it's both of them.
Oh, she removed it.
Oh, yeah, it's both of them.
You put it back.
No, that's what I'm saying. So he also could have said, I'm going to withhold the sex until we do the right thing, until we do it right. Exactly, because now she's now over here stripping herself naked and doing Nollywood on the phone. I mean, again, back to this whole situation, it's unfortunate that she has this bad luck with visas. Some people just have bad luck with visas. Like, it's terrible. Canada said no. US said no twice. I mean, and it's 2 years now that they've been doing this. It's time to move on. I mean, that's as unfortunate as it sounds, as clear cut, and what's the word I'm looking for?
Do you think a woman would do the same? Do you think a woman would say, it's that now I want to marry, I'm moving on from whomever I'm dating?
It depends on the kind of woman. It depends. Not all women are.
She had.
You understand that? I mean, some people are. Look, they try to be as, what's the word I'm looking for now? Objective. At the end of the day, yes, I love you, you love me, but at the same time, this is something that's going to affect my life, so let me make a right decision here. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, send her some money, beg her, pray with her.
Send her some money.
I mean, send her. I don't think anybody will turn down dollars now. in this day and age.
Would you do long distance relation?
Hell no. I wouldn't even do. If I don't see you 3-4 times, when I was dating, I don't see you 3-4 times a week.
We're not saying at all.
No. I dated one guy. I was living with my parents then. They live near Chevron. And I dated one guy for a few months. He used to live in Magodo. Bro, no, never again. Not because I'm not doing this. It's not about the whole island.
No.
It's the distance. My God.
Traveling.
No, like for me to see him on a weekday, because of course I noticed something with my parents there that if a guy would come see me, they'll get excited. So I stopped that. So I would go see the guy if I want to see the guy.
Trip.
Right. So, and then I used to work on radio then from 4 to 9. And if I'm doing a weekday thing, I'm going to be like, okay, so I have to plan it for us to spend time together. I have to leave my house at 6, 7. So that we'll have time, we can watch a movie, we can talk, we can debate, but that's tough. Also, I should drive all the way to Magodo, spend time, we'll eat, we'll do, then come back. I used to be tired. One day I was just like, it was just 3 months. I was like, So also the relationship was not the greatest. So when it ended, I didn't mourn it. I was just
when location was stressing it again.
Bye bye. Peace. It was nice when it lasted.
Yeah.
While it lasted rather, but so look, I don't like long distance. So imagine me saying I'm not gonna do Chevron to Magodo. And I say I should do long distance. I don't believe in it.
The relationship was great.
Oh, great. We are not doing long distance.
Oh, good.
Let's go together. No.
I said if that relationship was great.
It doesn't matter. There were great people. Like, okay. While I was single, I also knew guys abroad. Maybe I travel, meet someone nice. That's wonderful. I see you when I see you.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do the long distance thing. I know. No.
Would you move?
Depends on where. To the UK, no.
Yeah.
The US, yes.
Yeah.
Canada, yes. The UK, no.
Why else you like UK?
It's cold. The buildings are ugly. The streets are small.
I agree.
The people are rude.
I agree. Okay, so much. I agree.
Sorry, I just never like anything.
If it's the cold, there's cold, and you can get cold. And especially Canada, if you have to complain about cold.
But you know what? It's not even the weather. I went to school in Michigan. But Michigan weather, it
was terrible. I know somebody was in Michigan last year.
I remember one time I went to New York for something in December, and I was just like, is this the winter? I was walking about to my jacket. I was like, Michigan weather. So Michigan is right next to Canada.
Yeah.
So is it weather? It's okay. I don't like the weather, but you see that if I can't see you, and I don't like what's it called, phone video call. There was no what's it called, FaceTime then or whatever. But still, nah. Me FaceTime.
Yeah. So you see when we see you.
No, when I see you, I see you.
Yeah.
But I just could not.
I'm not going to commit to that.
Nah.
Do you think that love could have made the guy come back to Nigeria?
No. Absolutely not.
It's not me that did it. No. You shouting at me.
No. How can you come back to Nigeria because of love? Do you see what's happening here?
Yeah.
Do you know how much Pain's bucket of Rodo is now? Are you joking? If that person moves back.
You can buy Pain's bucket of Rodo.
And
for you to know.
Pain's bucket. I mean, don't come back, you. Stay there. It's unfortunate. Send her some money. A good chunk. Come out, should be all right. I don't think anybody will turn down dollars now.
No, nobody.
I think about it. People get broken up with all the time, and it's painful. But this person should break up with you and say, "Here's some dollars to soothe your nerves." So it's not bad.
Collect some dollars.
If whoever you report the person to, the person will be like, "Oh, I sent $2 in this economy."
That dollars can do something.
Send her some money. I think just pay for her therapy, and then cut off all ties everywhere, block her everywhere, email everywhere, so that you can truly move on.
Have you ever felt guilty for doing something to somebody you dated, but you knew you had to do it?
Let's think about this. No.
First of all, let me tell you, maybe the wicked girl.
I'm not a wicked girl. I'm actually a lover. I'm actually. No.
I know you're a lover, but your heart is strong. I'm just putting it out there for the world to know.
It's not strong. I present.
Or you present like your heart is strong.
And you have to. And when your heart is not strong, you have to present that way so that people will not
take advantage.
Yeah,
true. You've never done something. I know I have to do this, but I feel bad. It's not a black and white situation.
I won't say okay, there was somebody I dated, not because I necessarily liked the person. I had nothing better to do at the moment. And it sounds somehow, but it was just like, okay, I'm always dating XYZ sort of guy. He was a totally different person. And he seemed really kind. You know, I liked him as a friend. Did I say there was love there? Like in love, like no. But we're actually cool. We didn't have any. But also again, when it ended, it wasn't a case of, oh my God, my heart. Because I knew it wasn't that deep. We were cool. And one day, and we didn't fight. One day, well, I caught the person cheating, but you know, you move past that. I was just like, I wasn't even that pissed. I was just like, oh, you too, okay. And then he tried to beg, and then one day I was just like, oh Benny, you know what? This is not working. We're cool. We're G's. You can call me anytime there's business. Because it was a great business guy. I was like, call me anytime there's business or there's work to do. But this relationship, go work.
So
did you feel bad? I didn't feel bad because again. Do you feel bad? I didn't do anything to you. Do you understand? I wasn't mean to this person. It was just not a great love. I don't think all relationships have like great love stories. No. You know, you're not doing the whole Bridgerton I burned for you. You don't.
In real life.
Sometimes okay, let me put it this way. You know how you make like a hot cup of tea or coffee and there's some it's hot. It's, you know, that's when and then there's some that is just warm. It's not bad.
Let me just take it. It's not my thing, but I'll.
And I didn't treat this person badly. You know, the person that just happened to show up one day unannounced and they were curled up with another person. I was just like, oh, okay, bye.
Did you break up because of that?
Oh, yeah, we broke up because of that. And then he tried, you know, begging, calling my friends, this one. I said, okay, let's try. About a week and some days after, I was just like, this is not working.
So cheating is not a deal breaker for you?
It depends on the situation. It depends. There's some people that I was just like, nah, this is it. This is absolutely it. Like, goodbye.
What's the other one that will make you...
You said that what's a deal breaker for me?
I said cheating is not a deal breaker. You said it depends.
It depends on the situation. It depends on what's happening. It depends on how I feel about the person. Now, notice that I didn't really care. I didn't love this person. Do you understand? Now, if it's someone I love, I mean, it would be very, very hard. It would be very upsetting, obviously.
But wouldn't...
And I believe in revenge. So
take that back. Rewind. So someone cheats and you take the person back, you can revenge.
I believe in revenge. I didn't say I would do that exactly, but I believe in revenge. In fact, I posted something about revenge today on my story.
Wonderful.
Oh, go watch it. Something the guy was saying about how, you know, the Bible
look for it.
Oh, the Bible says, you know, vengeance is mine, says the Lord, but sometimes it's just like, yeah, God, you can pay the bill, but can I, like, I think he said something like, can I pay the tip? Like, can I just do something?
Yeah, can I just do something?
And then when you want to revenge in situations like that, you don't just revenge just anybody. Find the person's mentor or something. Not just any rubbish person.
I don't have to work, mommy.
I mean, but okay, so somebody think about it. Somebody cheats on you. Are you just gonna jump on the next guy? You don't pain him now. Let's be somebody that the person looks up to, like
It lets it enter the deep. Then why is that not a deal breaker? Because you didn't leave the person, but then you did. Do you expect the person to continue the relationship even after the revenge?
Now, me saying this doesn't mean that you should do this, because again, I'm not advising. No. Let me just give this, because now there are lots of people who are impressionable. Yeah. Again, it's just some people say that when you seek revenge is an ego thing. Maybe it is an ego thing, but it's just like, I should do you back.
I think it makes you feel better when it makes people feel better when you do that.
Me, yeah.
I told you that Gbemi is wicked.
I'm not wicked.
I told you when we started this thing.
I'm not wicked, but I just feel like you should feel some of that hurt too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then what happens after the marriage?
And we'll see how it goes now.
If you take it back, you take it back. If you don't take it back, bye.
Bye, B. There are 7 billion people in the world. Okay? This great love of your life. Within your city, within a 10-mile radius, there's somebody there to love you. Or fine, or just give you a good time. Something. It sounds harsh, but it is if the person that you are with decides to get up today and say, I don't love you anymore, does your life end?
Yeah.
Is your life going to end? Like, are you going to be like, oh my God, that is the end of
I
me?
think that's the thing. That's what I always say. Like, life doesn't end after a breakup or whatever. Like,
It's painful.
Yeah, you may think it's
Absolutely.
the end because
It's
of the pain that you
painful.
go, that
Yeah,
you feel.
yeah.
But it's not the end of anything. Like,
Nigeria alone, 200 and something million people. Then let's even say you want only the 1% of the 1%. So that's like 2 million people. So maybe half of them are even married. So maybe there'll be somebody. Don't worry.
In this case, what do you feel the guy's obligations are? Even before he said, I'm done, what are his obligations towards this girl?
I mean, he tried his best. So it's not like, he was the one blocking her from coming. You know, she tried 2 different countries. She tried Canada. She tried the US, and they denied her. Is she trying to tell him to move to Australia? Now, let's see if he'll give.
Let's try again.
No, I think it's sometimes I feel like in a way life shows you signs that says move on.
Yeah.
You understand? Just move on.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like if she opens herself up, yes, she should deal with that hurt and that pain and that everything. Go check yourself and check and see what's the implications of those abortions, if there are. Some people go scot-free. I know someone who had twice as many and still went on to have like a multiple birth whatever when the person eventually got married.
Again, yeah, because I hear a lot of people who have had several abortions and they have kids and they have.
Some people don't, some people, something goes wrong somewhere and, but just.
It's all a risk.
I feel like in cases like this, move on. Because if he should die,
so he has.
God forbid, if he should die. Like, I don't think he has tried.
What's a relationship for if you don't have obligations?
What do you advise this person? What are the obligations?
No, I'm just asking. Because when you have such long, did you say 5 years?
5, well, were they dating right from school or something? Because how are you? 5 years is a long time.
Again, what we do for normal people is not how we treat relationships. Relationships will go harder. We go the extra mile, right? That's what I'm thinking. What are his obligations? Because I feel he said he wanted to move to the US. When I read that, I'm like, this guy likes this girl. Like for him to say, I'm leaving Canada, I'll go to the USA for you, just get a visa. I think he really does like her.
When you were reading it, I was thinking, okay, well, next country is the US, if possible.
Yeah.
And, but they didn't give you, sis, I don't know.
What's the craziest thing you've done for somebody in a relationship? Just because you felt obligated.
I cannot tell you.
It's a safe space.
Yeah. I'll say this. I feel like in relationships, I give 150% of me because this is someone I really, especially if I really care for you, not really just to do, by the way, or whatever. But
like, I really love you.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's hardly anything. I mean, I don't do illegal stuff.
Not illegal, but craziest. Because you were obligated, like you felt some sort of obligation. What's the craziest thing you've done?
To think about this very well.
But for you to say you cannot tell me, something came to mind that you felt, no.
Not craziest because it was an act of revenge. But that's an act of, don't worry about it.
This gist, I don't want to live here without hearing it.
I feel we're gonna be here all night. Because no, but I just think that
for obligation, remember, was revenge an obligation? You felt
obligation to yes, absolutely.
Give me the gist now.
No,
you're not even mentioning me.
No.
See,
that was a long time ago. I was in my 20s.
Exactly.
Very foolish, know.
We do things. We do. Like, come on.
No. I feel like obligation. I didn't do anything crazy. Like, go and take my school fees money to give one guy because his business is failing or stuff like that. No, I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, sitting down and it's not. Is it crazy? I think it's just acts of kindness towards your partner. Maybe there was a situation where the person, this was early days when I first started dating, and the person was, quote unquote, falsely accused of cheated in an exam when they were in school or something. And so because of that, they could not graduate for a long time. So I'm like, you can't just be going around in the world after spending XYZ number of years in this institution. Sit down and let's write this letter to whoever it is we're supposed to address it to. And they wrote this letter and they were actually called in front of a panel and they eventually got their degree and, were able to graduate after XYZ, almost 10 years. And then it was just like, yeah, you can't just sit down and just, because people were like, this person is a dropout. No chance.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So things like that, let's try and get your life in order. Let's try and,
that's not crazy, Joe.
It's not crazy.
That's like,
but it's like,
I feel like that's expected of, I mean, he's dating a smart girl. So you're not going to just sit down with him and say, let us roll with life like that. So that was you being kind.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think I've done anything like...
Aside the revenge.
Well, I mean, aside the revenge. God is working on that.
Praise God. How far has God worked on you in that situation?
I mean, I'm much... I think that I'm better now.
Why?
Even my husband says that I've calmed down a bit.
Why do you think that's
I think you get older, you get tired, you're busier.
You get tired of just...
We don't have time for certain things again. Before, you do something to me, I'll give you back with vim. But now I'm just like... Just carry my hand, just
yeah,
that kind of thing. Like me, before, let me give you a workplace scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody tried to get me in trouble with the bosses.
Yeah.
So while someone to my boss's office, they said, and they totally like turned the story around. And when I explained everything to my boss was like, okay, go. So I went back to the person's office and I'm not the kind of person that will do you quietly. I'll do you so I'm doing it.
I did that.
So I said, it's me and you in this office. Watch. Just watch. Like every chance I could get, I would just mess with this person. And then I think it was my birthday. And, birthday, you bring food, you bring cake. And when I was telling them who to give, I said, this person, don't give this person. Because I'm not speaking to you.
Let this be clear.
So they were sharing birthday things. And this person was there. And they were like, where's my own? And the person was like, she said I should not give you. And it went on for years. Every year on my birthday, I will not give you. And people were like, oh, I'm petty. I was like, yeah, because why are we not speaking for years, but you want to eat my birthday rice? Why?
You don't even have shame. Why do you want to eat my food? You should reject it.
No, I said no. Eventually, we made up. But as in, we didn't speak. We didn't speak for years. We're working in that same building. I didn't talk to you because again, you tried to do something and I didn't do anything. Yeah. It was just so stuff like that.
That repercussions. It's just
like, oh, women, you shouldn't do that. No, I will not give you. I will not.
Oh. So this guy now is, I mean, based on everything he's written, I know that he would like to move on as much as possible, right? How does one move on based on your experiences in a healthy way from a relationship that you didn't want to break it off? Sometimes you don't want to break things off, but you have to.
I feel like you shouldn't do it in an unkind manner. Like they should have adult conversations. I mean, if she's capable of having an adult conversation,
this person now.
There's nothing to be scared of.
Move cloth and
there's nothing to be scared of, guy. Okay, pray to your maker, whoever that is, whatever it is you believe in, and tell the person, I'm really sorry this has happened. We made these mistakes. We shouldn't have done this. And unfortunately, I have to, this is the next phase of my life I'm trying to get into, and I'm not about to do a long distance marriage or relationship with you any longer. Love you dearly. Wish you all the best. This is XYZ amount. If he can, please. And I'm not paying you off. It is just, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, and then cut it. When I say cut it, like block this person in every way, shape, or form. Block so that you can actually move on, like a cold block. I'm talking email. I'm talking.
My chest does this.
I'm sorry, but you have to so that you can move on.
Girl.
Because I know, poor girl, but yeah, she too. She needs to like move on. And I think also this should be a lesson to everyone. Like, come, you can't be playing around with these are children. These are 6 people that you could have that could be walking the earth today. You understand? So, and I'm not even judging you about that, but if you're going to have sex, protect yourself.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think the abortion is the thing.
is the time and energy that.
Yes. I think it's the time. It's the time they spend in relation. The energy. That's 7 whole years of.
Absolutely. Totally understand. And it's hard for people to disentangle themselves from long relationships like that, because you're so used to the person. You understand, you speak to this person every day, you know, they know you in and out, they know your family. It's more painful when your families know each other and all these things. Maybe you guys have built a business or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because, God forbid, the other person might not wake up tomorrow and you still
move on. You won't die. I know, but seeing the person is crazy. Yeah, an advocate of blocking.
Oh, block. Absolutely. I think, feel like when I see somebody moving mad, especially on Twitter, the person is just being mean for no reason. And they're not good to me. I will block you.
Just generally.
So that you don't bring that to me.
I do that too. Like when I see the way people talk to others, I don't want this person in my space. So
I don't want to be saying the nonsense you're saying. So let me just block.
And then go assume that you block them for you. No, I don't block. I block. I've seen the future already, so I'm definitely letting that go.
Oh my goodness. Or like if Big Brother starts and they now start tearing each other apart, cursing each other's families. Over strangers they don't know.
Block. Now I'm going to wrap this story up because I want you to now put yourself
in whose shoes.
It looks like, I don't care. I think in the guy's shoes again, and starting from the beginning of, you were together with somebody for 5 years, had 6 abortions with this person, finally traveled to Canada. The girl couldn't get visa to Canada. You tried to get her into the US. She couldn't get into the US. Then and you say, okay, I'm done. I've tried. You're worried about the abortion and you have to go. But then she starts blackmailing you emotionally because that's what it is. We have to call it what it is.
I also feel like if someone has to blackmail you for you to be with them, then that's not the relationship you need to be in. Oh, after all I've done for you.
I like that.
No.
Yeah.
No. Let this person be with you because they want to be with you, not because of how many years
or what he's done for them.
Oh, Joe. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No. So, and him saying, oh, maybe you should just stay with her. No.
Yeah, no. He decided to stay, but he knows he wants to leave because he already feels trapped. So, I wanted you to put yourself in that situation and look at all of those things that have happened. What would you do?
Write her an email if she's not being, also for record purposes. Write her an email. You know, I love you dearly. We had some great times together. I'm just summarizing, you know, it is unfortunate what has happened. You know, we've tried Canada, we've tried the US. The only other thing is for me to move back, and I cannot move back, but my life is better here. You know, I really wish it was you I was building my life with here, but it's not. And I'm sorry, but we have to go our separate ways. You know,
send your account number.
You probably has an account number. Probably already has
some money.
Yeah, probably already has it. You know, and just let it go. I'll send it, bam, and block everywhere.
Jesus. This is a sad situation.
It sounds very surgical and
it does sound surgical. And again, I'm not sure. Like I'm that person who I would still talk and be nice, you know, just to make the person feel better. So I would say, if I were the guy, to be honest, I have to just let it go. I agree with Gbemi. I would do it. Maybe write my episode on what was up, or do an email. But I'll let the person know that I'm not doing this because I'm trying to hurt you or whatever. I'm genuinely just trying to move on with my life. That's what I would do if I were the guy. I know that many of you would be like, oh, the girl did this for him. She did that. But this is such an impossible situation, you know. So what the guy wants to know is, how do I move on without hurting her?
And you will hurt her.
I also feel trapped at this time. Down community members, over to you.
And block her family members too. No, because they will be reporting back her friends, her family members. Block them now.
I repeat, Gbemi is wicked.
I'm not wicked, but you kind of have to be real with yourself.
See, block of family members. Before the mother will start calling you and swearing, adding to the swearing.
I can see that your what's it called? Your engagement is today. God, we punish.
Exactly. Like block. I know.
Block.
Like
just
the energy. I agree. She doesn't need that.
There's no need to engage. And when if you ever come back to Nigeria, don't go looking for how to be foolish. Just move on.
But may tell the dark commitment over to them.
Over to you, ladies and gentlemen. Over to you. Over to you. Am I wicked?
If you enjoyed this episode, click here to watch another interesting episode. Don't forget to drop your comments and click here to subscribe. Boom.